What's going on, guys? In this video I'll be going over how much money I made off my 2 viral 1 million view plus videos, so stay tuned. Now, a quick disclaimer, this video is not meant to brag. I am making this video because a lot of people are trying to become YouTubers now. Like, I've seen many influencers on TikToks transitioning from TikTok to YouTube because TikTok doesn't really pay anything, and a lot of people who are starting their YouTube career are interested in understanding how money works on YouTube. And when I first started my YouTube channel, I was pretty much clueless about this topic. And looking back, that was a big mistake. I should have known how earnings worked on YouTube before my channel even grew, because it would have helped me a lot in the short term and the long run. So I'm trying to be that guide for you all. And even if you're not trying to become a YouTuber and you're just interested in how YouTube earnings work, this video is also for you. So how exactly does YouTube money work? How do YouTubers get paid? How are YouTubers affording these crazy Lamborghinis and these amazing houses? Now, if you've watched other earnings videos, you may have noticed that certain YouTubers make certain amounts of money for the same amount of views. And why is that? That's not fair, is it? Well, this is where CPM and RPM come in. So when you guys click this video, I'm pretty sure you got an ad. Now, that ad was a company that bid to place an ad on this video, and YouTube was like, okay, you won the bid, you can place the ad. And the ad was played, and YouTube got some earnings, and they shared 55% of the earnings with me. Now, I know I kind of summed everything up, so let me break that down. Now, CPM, which stands for cost per impression, is the amount of advertising revenue that the ads placed on your video bring in for every 1,000 views. Now, this revenue isn't exactly what you get. This revenue is what YouTube gets, and you get a cut of that revenue. And your cut is 55%, and that is known as RPM. So RPM is how much money you actually get for every 1,000 views. So does that mean YouTube basically takes half of your earnings? Yes. But I guess that's the price you pay when you have a revenue source that is pretty fun to do and pretty easy to do. Now, in my research, I've noticed that the highest paid channels are finance channels. So channels like Graham Stephan, Bia Heza, these finance YouTubers are the ones that get ads placed by companies that are willing to pay a lot to YouTube to be like, hey, I want my ads placed on this video. And they pay a lot for that stuff. So that's why finance YouTubers have probably the highest CPM and RPM you will ever find on YouTube. And I'm sure if you've seen finance YouTubers, how much I made off YouTube videos, you'll see that, whoa, for 100,000 views, they made this much money. For 1 million views, they made $6,000. Like, that's crazy numbers, guys. I've seen RPMs of $30, even $40 for certain finance YouTubers. Now, to put that in perspective, my RPM on average is like $4. So a finance YouTuber who has an RPM of $20 is earning 5 times as much as I am. So that right there shows a disparity between finance YouTubers and other YouTubers. Now, this doesn't mean to go ahead and start a finance channel. This is just to put things in perspective. Growing a finance channel is usually harder, but if you do manage to grow it, then, you know, props to you. Quick fun fact, I used to run an anime channel that's still up. It has 11K subscribers called The Swag, and my RPM on that was like, I think 33 cents. So that just goes to show that based on your content, your RPM and CPM will vary a lot. Now, there's other factors that go into CPM and RPM, one of the biggest being how long your video is. I think as of July 2020, videos that are longer than 8 minutes, a YouTuber can place as many ads as they want on those videos. Before July 2020, it was the video had to be longer than 10 minutes. And as a YouTuber, it was funny because I would see other YouTubers like RiceGum literally put a black screen for 15 seconds at the end of the video just to cross over the 10-minute mark and be able to place multiple ads on the video. And stuff like that is kind of like cheeky, but it's pretty funny to me. Personally, I don't do that because I don't want you guys to look at a black screen for 15 seconds. But yes, if your video is long enough, then multiple ads can be placed on it. And of course, multiple ads mean more money for YouTube, which means more money for you. And now that you guys understand how CPM and RPM work in a nutshell, let's get into how much I made off the 2 videos that blew my channel up from 200 subs to 20K subs. So let's do that. Alright, so right here you guys can see my creator studio, and some things are blurred out just for security reasons and because of its sensitive info, so I can't really show you guys that. But if I go to one of my most viral videos, the most viral one, it's the finishing the SAT practice test 6 with no calculator. I got 1.2 million views on that, guys. So now if I click it and I go to my analytics, it will show you exactly how much I made. Now, before I unblur the amount I made off this video, I want to show you guys how exactly this video got to the point it got to. So I uploaded this June 8th, 2020, right? And then you can see it got its first 1,000 views almost 3 months later. Actually, I think more than 3 months later. So this video did not go viral instantly. You can see the graph all of a sudden YouTube started pushing my video. They saw the value in it. Then October started getting views, and then it went crazy. Within the next 10 days, it got 200,000 views plus. And then 2 months later, it's at almost 500K views. And then it just went up from there, and ultimately it hit 1.2 million views. So the amount I made is 2.2K. Now, you may be like, whoa, that's a lot of money. Now, that definitely is. I'm not discounting that. But if we look at the revenue analytic, you'll see that my CPM for this video was $5.44. So this is how much money YouTube made for every 1,000 views on my video, which is a good amount. Then out of that, I got $1.82. Now, like I said before, guys, CPM and RPM isn't a 45%, 55% exact split, but that's a general idea. Now, you can see $1.82 for every 1,000 views. If I had a finance YouTuber's RPM, so let's say a $30 RPM, the amount of money I would have made on this would have been closer to $65,000. So that just goes to show how the content you make can greatly vary your numbers. It can greatly vary your RPM, your CPM, etc. I'm pretty sure if Graham Stephan uploaded this video and it did as well as it did, and it was more finance based, like I don't know, finishing a financial exam in like 5 minutes, then his RPM would have been maybe $10. So he would have got 10 times the money I got. And like I said, guys, 2.2K is a lot, especially for a college student. Like, I just put this video out just because I felt like it. So it is a lot of money, but that just goes to show that you want to be mindful of the content you're making. Like, of course, upload the content that you enjoy, but make sure it is profitable if you are looking at YouTube as a business, like down the road. And now let me show you how you can kind of escape your channel's box that it's in. What I mean by that is, just because you're an educational channel doesn't mean you have to upload educational only videos, and doesn't mean your RPM will stay at like under $2. Now right here is another video that I made where I talk about how much money I made selling my SAT notes. Now this video only got 2,000 views, like it's pretty, low performing video. It was longer than 8 minutes, so I did place multiple ads on this video, and you can see the revenue I made was $10 for just 2,000 views. So if you look at the revenue analytic, you'll see that the RPM was $5.20. So even though I'm an educational YouTuber, I can still upload other content. If this content is finance based, then finance companies will want to place ads on that video. And as a result, your RPM will increase a lot more. In this case, my RPM increased almost ×3. And the amount of money you make is that much more. Like, for example, say this video got 1.2 million views, right? That's 1.2 million divided by 1,000 times the RPM, which would be like 520, right? So times 520, I would have made $6,240 versus the 2.3K I made on my actual viral video. So again, I'm not trying to steer you on a typical path for your YouTube career. I'm just saying, keep this in mind. Now I'm going to show you guys the amount of money I made on my second viral video. So this video was actually uploaded first for complete the entire SAT, again in 5 minutes. But the second one I uploaded, the one I showed you guys earlier, got views faster. So it kind of eclipsed it. But you can see this video is shorter. Both of them, I only placed one ad each. And if I look at the analytics for it, you'll see that I made $2,100. So the RPM was $1.97, which is basically the same RPM as my other video. A little bit higher, but nothing too crazy. And this video also had the same trajectory, right? It started off making barely anything. Then as views picked up all of a sudden in October, it started going much higher. And then as a result, the money coming in was much better. So this video and the other video relatively blew up at the same time. And they were responsible for making my channel come up from 200 subscribers to like 13K within a month. Which is again pretty crazy because all I did was literally take an SAT math non-calc exam and do it really fast. And as a result, I'm here where I am today. And I want to thank you guys because you guys are the reason my video even blew up, right? The reason I got so many likes, the reason I got so many comments, the reason I am where I am today. And it wouldn't have been without you guys, so honestly, thank you for that. That is how much money I made off my 2 viral videos. Moral of the story, start a finance channel. I'm just kidding. Start a channel based around the content that you want to produce because in the long run, it'll only help you that much more. Because when the going gets tough, it's gonna be your passion that drives you forward. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys want a video on how much I made off of YouTube in total, then comment down below, like the video, share it. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out, dude. Peace out, dude. Peace. And don't forget to subscribe.